Hey, here's another quick snippet video, quick vlog. Uh, I recently saw something on the news because my dad watches the news. I don't really like to watch the news that much. I get my news from YouTube. Um, uh, anyway, it said something about the shutting down of the government or whatever, and that it was going to affect the airline traveling and all that stuff and whatnot. And because all those people that work for the government at the airlines, from the FAA and the Homeland Security and blah 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 blah, right? There's so many different agencies and departments and whatnot. Which, side note, Vivek Ramaswamy wants to get rid of some of those. Uh, he and I'm with him. I think we should smaller the government, shorten the government, make it smaller, and thus we wouldn't need so many workers that are supposedly essential. But anyway, I had this thought pop up that instead that if they were such essential government employees for the safety and everything of the airlines and the airports, why are the government paying them? Why are they not being paid by the airlines and airport industries? The airlines and the airports are essentially getting free security, free, literally everything's free. They're getting all this stuff paid for by the federal government, okay, for because of all these different departments and agencies, while including but not limited to paramedic services, ambulance services, fire departments, police, etc. All this is paid for by the federal government or the state governments or the local governments, to protect the airports and to make sure the airplanes don't crash into each other and all that stuff, right? Which is a highly regulated industry, has a whole lot of government involvement. My question is, why are we not making the airports and airlines pay these people's salaries? I mean, they're essentially getting to own and operate an airline, an airport, with all this free security, basically, and all this free whatever, and they just get to make money off of tickets and money off of the airports with essentially not having to pay that much of their own staff. In reality, they don't pay much of their own staff. I mean, yeah, they probably have their own mechanics, probably have their own pilots, they have their own baggage handlers and whatnot of that nature, but a lot of the security aspect and things are actually government jobs. So my question and of how we could keep these essential government jobs. Okay, this is going to be a little bit longer video. Yeah. Anyway, the best way we could keep these essential government jobs is to make the corporations that own the airlines and make the corporations that own the airports pay for them. Okay, if you work at the airport, even though if it's a government job, should be the responsibility of the airport to pay your salary, not the government. Thus, we would save millions, I mean millions, probably even billions of dollars we would save. Billions of dollars. Just like if a corporation, let's just say, for example, a corporation like Walmart or whatever wanted actual police officers in their store, which they do. I would be in favor of these being off duty police officers who are getting paid a salary by Walmart, not being on duty police officers. A corporation should be allowed to have security of police officers. And yes, I also believe that police officers need to do more community policing, which, in my opinion, would be stopping at the shopping centers, walking in and out of and up and down every single building, every single store, every single day, instead of just driving and patrolling the neighborhoods. But I also think that if a company wishes to hire or would request the services of our law enforcement or our emergency services departments, that corporation should be the one paying the salaries for the hours or whatever that that they need that service for. So again, that would save us millions, probably billions of dollars if every time a corporation called the police to arrest a shoplifter, that corporation had to pay that police officer's salary for that hour or whatever time that they needed that cop or law enforcement officer or whatever. These are some laws that Congress could make that would save our government, our taxpayer dollars, millions upon millions upon billions of dollars if we would just pass the money on to other individual corporations, businesses, etc. Anyway, that's just a thought. Why don't we pass I don't understand why Congress doesn't make corporations pay for stuff. Instead, they pay for it themselves. Instead, they make us, the taxpayers, pay for it when we're not the ones actually using the services in a lot of cases. Just pass the buck, pass the money over to someone else and make someone else pay for it. I mean, they do technically make other people pay for it with taxes, but I'm not thinking that we should make people pay for stuff with taxes. I think we should just make them pay for it and then reduce maybe their tax bracket. Instead of charging them taxes, maybe just make them pay for the people's salaries that work there instead or something. Anyway, have a great day. Just a thought, just a little thought coming in my head, and while I'm sitting on my bed, can't sleep, whatever. Anyway, have a great day. Remember, God's good all the time. All the time, God's good. Jesus loves you. Jesus God. Jesus Lord. Jesus King. Jesus rule everything. And have a great, wonderful day. Later.